Take a moment to settle in. Let your body find whatever position feels honest and sustainable for the next 10 minutes. Before we close our eyes, I want to name the theme for today, which is control. It is seductive. It makes us feel safe, capable, on top of things. But the illusion of total control, that is what exhausts us. So much of our stress comes from gripping the things that was never ours to grip. Other people's reactions, outcomes that we cannot guarantee, timing that we cannot accelerate, perfection that we can never deliver. It's what I call the outer zone of control when you consider the locus of control. There's these three concentric circles. I review this with every coaching client that I have. The inner circle is the things you can control, your thoughts, your actions, how you show up. The middle circle is the things that you have some influence over, your marriage, your partnerships, your relationships, some control. The outside circle is things that you have no control over, the economy, other people's reactions, feelings, thoughts. Most of the things that we worry about or try to control exist in this outer circle. Letting go is not giving up. It is choosing to stop fighting reality long enough to actually steer your life with clarity. You can be in the driver's seat without white knuckling the wheel, for example. You can lead your life without micromanaging the universe. And so I want to name that I believe surrender in this example is not passive, it is powerful. It's the moment your system stops arguing with what is and starts responding with presence and trust. So today we are going to practice that in the body, in the breath, and in the way that we relate to this moment. So go ahead and let your eyes soften or close. Take a slow breath in and an easy exhale out. Again, inhale and exhale, release. Allow yourself to land in your body. Feel the weight of you. Feel gravity doing 100% of its job without you needing to remind it. Feel your breath moving in and out without your needing to remind it. There's so much already being handled without your effort. Move your attention to your hands. And on the next inhale, gently make fists. Not super tight, but just engaged. Notice your grip, notice the effort. And as you exhale, let your hands fully release. Let go of that tiny dose of control you didn't even know was there. See if you can luxuriate in the feeling of surrender in your hands. Move to the shoulders. And on your next inhale, lift your shoulders up and toward your ears. Hold it for a moment. And as you exhale, drop them. Feel the difference between holding and letting go. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, shoulders up. Hold and exhale. Drop it down. Last one. Inhale, shoulders up. Hold and exhale. Let the shoulders soften. Notice the difference in the holding and the releasing. I notice that I have to also stretch out my neck in order to fully release. Notice what comes up for you in your body. There's so many places where we hold tension and we don't even realize, and it's not even serving us. I invite you to bring your hands to your face and see if you can gently let your jaw slacken and start to massage the muscles around your jaw. Nobody's looking at you. It might look silly, but notice how much you are actually clenching these muscles all the time. There's no wrong way to do this, but give yourself the gift of letting those muscles relax, even just for a moment. Now, moving up your face, you can do this with your fingertips or actually without, just kind of by bringing your attention to the area between your eyebrows and your forehead. And see if you can allow your eyebrows to soften and the space between your eyebrows to smooth. Imagine in your mind's eye any wrinkles or furrows just melting away and smoothing out. Often we don't even know how much we're trying to hold on. And allow yourself to marinate in this feeling of soft sweetness when you allow those muscles to relax. Now move your attention to your belly. Inhale and lightly draw the belly in. Feel a subtle bracing. Feel that familiar tension And as you exhale, allow the belly to soften completely. And let yourself be held by the breath. Let yourself be supported. Try it 2 more times. Inhale and brace. Feel it at the top. And exhale. Allow the belly to soften. Last one. Inhale. And as you brace and tighten, this is what anticipation, preparation, control can feel like in the body. And exhale. Ooh, allow it to melt away. Invite in more movement, more spaciousness. See if you can allow it to be soft on the inhale and the exhale. And lastly, move down to the feet. And on the next inhale, I invite you to curl your toes and squeeze them. And then when you exhale, release them. And try that 2 more times. Inhale, curl, tighten, and exhale, release. And last one. Inhale, tightening the muscles in the feet. And exhale, relaxing, letting them soften. Nothing to manage, nowhere to push. See if you can let them rest exactly where they are. And as you sit here, allow your body, your whole body, to feel the settling. And you feel the warmth of your natural state of calm. And you feel the exquisite joy that comes from not bracing, not gripping, not trying to force life to your timeline. Control is like tension. Surrender is like soft space. Let your breath become a reminder of this. You inhale and you exhale. There is space for action and rest, for fueling up and for surrendering. Letting go is how we make room for what's next. It's not a metaphor, it's literally biology. We let go of the breath to make space for new breath. On your next inhale, imagine something that you've been carrying, something you'd like to let go of. And on the exhale, imagine releasing that something. Maybe it's a storyline, a fear, an expectation of how something should really go. Whatever comes to mind, think about it on your inhale, and on your exhale, let it melt down through your relaxed body and out through the breath. And keep with this consistent breath practice, but you can let that fear or worry go. Let it float away as you stay connected to your breath. And you don't have to strain or effort to breathe. The body does it for you. Notice how much is done for you. The sun rises and falls every day and every night. The birds wake up without your alarm clock. Time passes. If we can trust and allow those things to be as they are, moving in their own rhythm, we can live our lives in more connected flow with the universe and everything around us. Our more exquisite expression of life comes when we find that balance of efforting and surrendering. I invite you to bring a hand to your chest or your belly, anywhere that feels grounding. And notice the rise and fall of your body with the breath, how this happens on its own. And let this simple movement remind you you are allowed to participate in your life without managing every detail. I invite you to quietly repeat to yourself, I release what's not mine to control. I release what's not mine to control. I trust myself to handle what comes. I trust myself to handle what comes. I soften my grip so I can move with life. I soften my grip so I can move with life. Feel those words land. Do you notice any internal loosening? Feel the steadiness that becomes available when you stop fighting every possible scenario. You're not disappearing. You are not becoming passive. You are shifting from frantic effort to grounded presence. And that is where wise action comes from. Give yourself 5 more breaths to marinate in the softness. Let your shoulders drop. And let your jaw soften again. Let your belly stay easy. And when you're ready, begin to open the eyes, arriving back in your life with a little more space, a little less gripping, and deeper trust in your ability to navigate what comes next. You're still in the driver's seat. You've just relaxed the grip a little bit. Wishing you well today.